Sup guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to be putting it out there, and I've touched on this in some previous videos, but I'm going to be putting it out there what the military feels about the mainstream media, for the most part. Obviously, there's going to be outliers and stuff, but for the most part, I think most military will agree with me. Now, before I get into this video, I have to recommend you subscribe, right? If you enjoy this kind of content, military-related things, going into the military, getting out of the military, everything in between, I recommend you subscribe to this channel. This is what I do here. So with that, let's get into the video. Now, I'm going to cut this video in sections so you can keep track of where I'm going with this. So the first topic is going to be how they misrepresent the military. Wow. Yeah. Misrepresent us. If you think about, I think it was a CNN video. If I can find it, I'll show you guys.
Now, those are single shots. If I wanted to fire this on full semi-automatic.
So basically, there's a CNN anchor who is interviewing this army general, and the general was all like, Second Amendment, it's bad, and we need to revoke it because, like, these are weapons of mass destruction, they were used and all this, blah, 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 blah. And I think 80% of the military, or at least Marine Corps, like people who have their hands on weapons all the time, think that the Second Amendment is a great idea and we need to expand on it. I think everybody knows this. The military is for Second Amendment. They are conservative by most statistics, right? So they misrepresent us. They bring in some guys like this, the outlier, and they bring him in as like some guy who's speaking on behalf of the military, and that's just so misrepresenting. It's not who we are. It's like, and the guy, I don't know his background, but I'll tell you, I'll give you a guess. This guy is not infantry. I guarantee you he's a freaking pogue. He's a person other than grunt, and he doesn't know what he's talking about, and the last time he fired a weapon was in boot camp, alright? Little guess, right? He isn't the know-it-all. Just because you're in the military doesn't mean you know everything about weapons. It's just like when your job requires weapons, and there's plenty of them in the military that don't, that's when you can have like a say on it. And the majority of those people think that gun control is a bad idea, so whatever. They misrepresent us, is where I'm going. Second topic is going to be the know-it-all attitude when it comes to the military, even though they haven't even served. Like, most of them haven't served, but they act like they know everything about the military. They act like, oh, why can't we put trans people in the military? Why can't we put women in the infantry? And I've touched on all those things before, but it's like they don't know what they're talking about. I don't know why they pretend that they know what the military's like and like what's happening. They think it's just like you pick up a gun, you like if you're a good shot, oh wow, you should join the army. And like they don't even know the difference between the army and the Marine Corps, and they don't know what 90% of the infantry is, which is hiking with 100 pounds of weight on your back and being able to trust people and not having emotions and not being mentally unstable. Like, there's so much that goes into it other than picking up a rifle and shooting it. Like, it's just dumb. Yeah, so that's that's that point. And the last point I'll touch on, because this is going to be a quick video, is how much of it is just bullshit, all right? How much of the media is just bullshit. Imagine this. It's 120 degrees outside. You're out training, or maybe you're on a deployment, and there are bullets flying past you, around you. Your buddies are dying. You're getting very little sleep, very little food, no air conditioning. And you come home after 2 weeks of that shit, and the first thing that you see on your phone is drama about some quarterback's marriage problems. Or maybe about how Trump is a racist for upping border security. It's all just bullshit at the end of the day. And frankly, it's insulting to be brushed to the side as if my circumstances don't matter compared to some feelings being hurt or some other petty shit. Like, the most important thing when it comes to America is not like somebody's feelings being hurt. It's not like, oh, letting women be in the military or be in the infantry, excuse me. It's not about that. But like, everybody focuses on that, and especially like as veterans, like, jeez Louise, it's oh my god. It's overwhelming in some points, and I'm being overwhelmed just thinking about it. It's like, I mean, I guess that makes me emotional, right? But it's like, still, imagine like coming back from that shit, and then all you hear about is just like some petty bullshit that really doesn't matter. So that's my view on the mainstream media. I would say that most of the military agrees with me. was being pretty broad in this video too, just because it's pretty short, but hopefully you got something out of it. Military, if you agree with me, make sure to leave a like. If you don't agree with me, leave a dislike. Leave a comment as well, describing, you know, why you disagree with me, and we promise not to insult you. And if they do, I'm gonna go and delete those comments because nobody deserves freaking hate over the internet. Like, come on, we're all just people here. So yeah, that's my view on it. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.